Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. It is Matt Munson here, waxing nostalgic about my time in Tokyo. And on this day, which was day 46 of my 2024 trip, I was wiped out. This was after a really long and crazy couple of days in Kyoto, and my body was broken by the time I got back to my apartment. So this day was really a pretty chill day, but not entirely. I did do one of my normal walking loops around town because I like to get my steps in every day, and I had a couple different loops that I would do around different parts of town. And what I did today was a loop that was about a 15,000 step loop. And it took me past a grocery store, which I discovered only recently in my time here in Japan, retroactively speaking, of course, and it is called Life. And the best way I can describe it is it's a little more upmarket than some of the other places I go. I would say it's somewhere between like a Whole Foods, Trader Joe's type place. It's not like, I would say it's better than like Ralph's or Vaughn's or Kroger, but not crazy so. And like all of the grocery stores that I went to in Japan, where they really shine is their ready-to-eat meals. They usually have a whole section with stuff that you can just take home, heat up, and put into your face. And so much of it is nutritious and delicious and not packed with preservatives and ridiculously cheap, like offensively cheap. Like it doesn't make sense to my brain, which has been conditioned by decades of living in America. The dish I'm looking at right now, I don't even remember what it was. Like there's obviously an egg in it, there's some noodles, there's some tofu, I'm sure there was some kind of meat in there somewhere. I think this cost me like $4. And it is a whole meal right there. Take it home, throw it in the microwave, put some soy sauce on it, and it's ready to go. And it's delicious. And so these grocery stores are just packed with stuff like this. There's like an entire section filled with stuff like this. I'm pretty sure I shot some video of this exact store that'll show up in a later video. So if anything like that sounds interesting to you, you should subscribe to my YouTube channel and turn on notifications so that when I post that video, you can come and check it out. Man, just looking at these photos makes me really long for the day when I was in Japan. And I got this little potato swirly thingy, some sushi. I think that might have been Spam. I wanted to give that a try. And it was good. It wasn't great. I don't think I had it again, but it was a good little experience to give it a try. And lastly, this is a picture of my fridge. And as you can see, it is basically just filled with these little ready-to-eat things. Every time I would go to the grocery store, I'd pick a few up thinking, hey, this will just last me a few days. And then they would. And it was great. Like I didn't have to do any cooking. I didn't boil anything. I didn't put anything in the oven. It was just me and the microwave or eating out. It was so great, man. I miss all of that food so much. Anyway, you should go to Japan. I think you could just survive off the 7-Eleven, the Lawson, and the Family Mart, and then just find a local grocery store for when you really want to go crazy or for essentials. But yeah, so that's what I did on this day in my time in Japan. Got in almost 16,000 steps, went to the grocery store, had some delicious food, and then kicked it back at my apartment. Anyway, tomorrow's video is really good. I went to a capsule hotel and almost stayed overnight, but it was a really great part of town, Minato City, I believe it was called. Got some great footage, did a really good walkie no talkie. So if any of that sounds interesting to you, be sure to come back and check that out. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, we will see you for the next one.